demonstrations that dramatized for the nation what was the nature of segregation. So we'd have a small group going down and picketing the lunch counter. We'd have another group that would go to a bank and they would apply for a job. And when they didn't get the job, they'd kneel down in the bank and pray. So it was a day by day calling attention to what segregation meant.
The SCLC and local civil rights leaders won a federal law banning segregation nationwide and aimed to apply the same protest tactics here that worked in Montgomery. But Birmingham is a city under siege, ruled by a strict segregationist, Chief of Public Safety Bull Connor, determined to foil every move they make.
You can never whip these boys if you don't keep you and them separate. I found that out in Birmingham. You've got to keep the white and the black separate.
So this was a man who was defiant and brutal, and it would eventually create the spectacle of suffering that would lead to momentous social policy movement, but also strategic changes for King and his people.
The organizers planned to fill the city's jails with protesters in the hope that the national attention will force the Kennedy administration to act. After 3 days of sit-ins, there are more than 300 arrests, but Bull Connor has a plan to roadblock the demonstrators.
You know, those Kennedys up there in Washington, that little old Bobby Sox and his brother, the president, they'd give anything in the world if we had some trouble here. If we don't have any trouble, we can beat them at your own game.
The Birmingham campaign reaches a crisis. Bull Connor and the segregationist politicians get an injunction against marching. Once you issue an injunction, violating that injunction automatically sends you to jail, and your sentence can be pretty arbitrary. It's up to the judge.
With the injunction in place, Bull Connor skyrockets bail amounts for protesters, draining organizers' funds so fast that they can't keep their promise to bail everyone out quickly.
We had a delegation of the black business community that was under extreme pressure, and they actually asked Dr. King and all of us to leave. And they said, look, Birmingham is too tough. This nonviolence is not working. That was the thing that threatened to kill the movement.
Short on funds and facing pushback from local leaders, momentum for the Birmingham campaign grinds to a halt.
The movement is imploding. Northern media are going back to New York and they're going back to Washington.
They realize that they have to do something that is going to capture the attention of the country. So it has to be something that is different. It has to be something that people just wouldn't expect to see, or that people would, be so shocked that they had no choice but to act.
That's when the discussions begin about whether to allow school-aged kids to be involved.
There are all kinds of reasons for why using children in a campaign like this would be a powerful idea. Media from all over the globe is going to cover a march that is made up of children. But also, they understood what it would mean to see children facing abuse on television. That would be something that even complacent or moderate people wouldn't be able to turn away from.
The idea of it being a children's crusade is a dramatic way to look at it, but in the South, you're not a child at 15. You can go to jail, you can get beaten up, you know that you get arrested. So on one side, you had segregation training you to accept oppression and be humble and allow yourself to be pushed around. On the other side, you had parents who were teaching you how to stand up and be free without doing anything illegal and without getting killed.
The young people will start marching and bring Birmingham to its knees. Robert Kennedy calls King and says, we can't afford to have young people hurt. Call this off. We don't want you to do this. And King says in an irate voice, black
talking about politics coming from a view of the streets. You know what I'm saying, dog?
The next day, the young people burst
We're not
out.
coming from professional view. We're not lawyers. None of that shit that's on TV. You know what I'm saying? We come straight from the hood. We the hood view. You know? Representation of black people, period, on the bench. Because we don't know who Clarence Thomas is representing. He's sitting on a Supreme Court, sitting on a bench, smelling like coal butter.
3, 4, 5. We live.
Yes, we is.
Welcome to Hoodview Politics, where we go into a deep, detailed dive into politics from a hood point of view. I'm Rabbit Jones.
And I'm Tony, the #1 soul brother. And welcome to Hoodview Politics Tuesday night live stream.
You best believe it. If you're new here, you don't know what to expect.
Nah.
But if you've been here before, you know what's going on here. We chasing magas and coons. Magas and coons. You know what I'm saying?
I feel what you're saying, but right now, I'm worried about when the motherfuckers chasing me. Shit.
The magas. Appreciate everybody, man, to be subscribing lately, man. We appreciate y'all a whole lot. You know what I'm saying? We just the average motherfuckers on the podcast, giving our average motherfucking opinions. You know what I'm saying, dog?
Yeah, man. Look, we've been doing this for going on 3 of them now. So when we first started
That's
out,
in March. Man. You keep saying that's a long time.
okay, well, it was 2.5. We said we had 2.5 now, and we've been doing it just to be doing it. But along the way, damn near everything we said came true. So whereas we was doing it to be doing it, now we doing it as a public service for real, because we told y'all what was gonna happen, and now y'all done fucked around and found out. Now we gotta guide y'all through this shit.
It's a resistance.
Right, because MAGA is coming. Oh, MAGA, and nope. MAGA is not coming. MAGA is here. The whole government is MAGA.
We're about to live the life of MAGA vision.
The White House, the White House, Congress, the Supreme Court, everything is MAGA. You can't stop shit, even when Trump get out. And look, Trump know he got 4 years to do whatever he can do. He gonna push that shit through, and the shit he gonna push through, and these racist MAGA motherfuckers he got in this running this administration, man, that shit gonna have motherfuckers tied up for the next 50 years.
Now, I think when motherfuckers bring up the Obama thing and be like, "Yeah, how this country racist?" I don't like when people say that, bro, because that means you still in denial, right? You're still trying to figure out another way. No, motherfucker, listen, it's racist, bro. There's nothing else we can do about this.
Yeah,
right?
it's racist for real.
And when Trump tap into their racism, this is not new for our country. That's why I say most of our kids have to be taught now. You got to teach them as time shit come up, as this administration start doing racist shit. You got to start teaching your kids right then and there. As you can see in our intro, right? They had another motherfucker named Bo Connor,
yeah,
who was basically motherfucking Trump. Will figure out any kind of way to fuck the black man, right?
Mm-hmm.
But it was a one black man that was way smarter than his jackass. It was MLK, who switched the tactics up and put kids out there, which dramatically changed and would save this movement. To be honest with you, we made it so we could be free as black people. Mm-hmm. If he didn't switch the tactics up and switch it to kids, something that nobody expected to happen, kids started marching, kids started doing sit-ins. That was one of the most smartest strategical moves in American history. Because if he didn't do that, the movement was dead. People like Bo Connor was killing it.
Yeah, they couldn't go at him.
Can't do kids like that.
I always said that. You know, you had your blacks that want to be militant, that would just want to go and storm in and shit and tear shit up or whatever. Martin was like, nah, we gotta do this shit. We gotta be
Tactical. Yeah, it's smart too.
Game. We ain't running no game. We going through that joint on a peaceful march or whatever. You know what I'm saying? We gonna take some shit off of them, but we gonna get through.
But my point is, the Democrats at that time were smarter and they adjusted, right?
Yeah.
Well, my problem with them now, they're not being smart and adjusted. They always gonna be right on the issues, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's communicating it to the people the way Trump and them do, right? The same way Bocana did. It was just simple shit. We turkeys or some shit. He said chickens. We got to separate us from the black people or some shit. It's just real clear and precise. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's like, and to me, I think Democrats got to find a way to cut straight without putting a whole bunch of words in it, and find a way to cut straight to the shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, and make it dramatic. Like, one thing Martin Luther King did was make things dramatic. Like a sit-in with kids in a diner, that's dramatic. You feel me? And it shows you what the problem is. These people, like if somebody gets snatched and kids get split, if Democrats are not there to make that an issue, blow it up, they dropping the ball, bro. They not being aggressive. You know what I'm saying?
Because it's like this. Right now, both parties are even. So they ain't no advantage one way or the other.
Yeah.
So
50-50.
You got 4 years that you gotta basically remake your party in a way that you get that motherfucker, that 16 to 20 million that didn't vote or whatever the fuck, that you get that back. You can't just keep over here. They got the Bernie Sanders and them and the extreme left wing of the party. They got shit they want done. They want something done on everything. But then you drown out the voices that if you'd have brought it back to the middle, you could have, I don't know, it could be more competitive, or you would have won the race. But that's what I be thinking of now. How do we, as Democratic Party, move forward and get that?
First of all,
get that back.
Right now, Democrats gonna have a problem because so many people are gonna try to pull it in so many different directions.
That's
First
what I'm
of all,
saying.
The Republicans that have been thrown out of the MAGA party, they're gonna try to bring it all the way to wherever the fuck they at, a la the Joe Scarboroughs, right?
See,
they're gonna try to get the party to where they was at because they've been part of it, trying to get rid of fucking Trump.
See, their problem is now with that part of the Republican Party that you're talking about, they got to go back over there and fight the Republicans. Fight MAGA because they got to stop J.D. Vance.
No, those Republicans now feel like they have a better chance of remaking Democrat Party than trying to fuck with MAGAs.
Yeah, so they can't do nothing.
So you're gonna have people like Joe Scarborough, who's a Republican, is going to try his best to, first of all, act like Trump is not so bad to him first. So that will soften his blow. And then he's going to try to figure out a way to pull the Democratic Party all the way over some kind of way. And that's what goes back to what I want to happen is I need Kamala to take over the party, bro, and be the spokesman. And don't let this, right now, it's an air for all this shit to go on. Then you even got Fox News now doing their thing. You can't let this space. One thing you done learned from this race is misinformation travels. If you don't get on that thing ASAP, it's going to go through everybody and everybody going to believe it. So right now, Democrats are letting Republicans continue the lies on air, continue picking out bullshit and making it out to be nothing. That you got to stop now, because you let them do that now, they can carry it for the next 4 years and make everybody win, because now they carrying the narratives. You can't let them do that. Just like Doe Connor, and we're going up against MLK. It's the narrative. Who can carry the narrative? That's why I kept bringing up that video, because it goes down to the narratives. And MLK said, and it's coming up his birthday coming up. MLK said, Bo Connor gonna do that. Okay, I'm gonna do this. And he cannot checkmate kids out there, because what he gonna do? Spray them with water hoses, and that right there sparked the problem.
Okay.
Smart
agree.
shit.
I feel where you're coming from, and I say, what should the message be? If because you got to get some people back in the party, or get some people energized or something in a short amount of time politically. So what the message going to be, and who the fuck you going to direct it to, so you can,
Okay, I get that. What you gotta do now, everything got to be bottled up into one thing.
Yeah.
Like, for example, Bo Connor, used for example, but now we're doing Trump, which is doing the same thing. He bottled everything up in one thing.
Yeah.
Right? So he had talked about the border a lot, but he connected it with economics. Like, he'll say, he taking your job. Now, to an average person that don't do research or nothing, he might think that's right. So that hit directly to economics. Then, if he say the border wide open, it's open border policies, right?
Right.
That right there go back to economics again. So he tied it all in one bottle, where he could just smack you within the head with one bottle. So that's what Democrats have to do. She did it though. It's just she didn't have enough time. She put it all in freedom. And that's the combat move. That's the combat message. It just wasn't enough time. That's and then on top of that is you have to have a message for the Spanish community. Bro. Now, I get it that Democrats the only motherfucking party that looks out for Hispanic voters, right? They the only one that try to do bills and try to do things to save them. But at the same time, you knowing the population is growing, because you already know this by the numbers. And even though you're doing things to help them, that's not enough to connect with them. You get what I'm saying? So therefore, there was a block of voters that was growing and growing, but only listening to white-wing media. So they got influenced by white-wing media. Now, their leaders didn't come down and combat that. Our leaders did. That's the difference here.
See, I'm trying to think over the whole course of the campaign, how many Latino people they had out there. I ain't talking about the J-Los.
No.
They did.
Oh, who?
I'm talking about, Democrats pushed out there, or Harris campaign pushed out there. I don't remember too many Latinos. I mean, but at a certain point.
She did a town hall, Latino town hall. She did a
that.
sit-down joint. She did two things with the Latino. She went on Univision. That's 3. Like, again.
Nah, not that. I ain't talking
Again,
about that.
it ain't but so much she can do in less than 2 months.
I ain't talking about that. What I'm talking about is how many people, Latino people, the campaign pushed out there to the Latino voters. Like I said the other night, you can see who went and talked to them Latino men by who got that Secretary of State appointment that quick. It's like they undercover sent Marco Rubio to talk to all them Latino
They had AOC.
men. Right. But you gotta have more than AOC.
I mean, they had somebody. I'm just naming somebody. They had her. She was up front and center. She was on one of her. She was even in the motherfucking campaign with she was going on stops with Kamala.
I don't know. This is.
But
like,
she can't
this
win
me,
Cuban men. She can't win Puerto Rican men.
But I didn't see. Even when they was pushing women out there, I didn't see a lot of. I seen some AOC. I didn't see a lot of AOC.
The broad that's on the View, and she was in the campaign. The Spanish girl.
I ain't really see. Well, yeah. But I'm talking about who they had.
Like, how much more can she do?
Yeah.
Shorty on View. That's Hispanic. What's her name? Araro. She was front and center in the campaign. AOC was front and center in the campaign.
But they wasn't going. Her being on the View and she
Fat
talking
Joe
to-
was front and center in the campaign.
Yeah, but they wasn't going. I'm talking about going out every day, going out to the field, going out. These Latino people or people of
That's a
the
separate
culture
issue. That's my
going
point.
to-
Their
That's what I
leaders
said.
didn't
Who
do
did
that.
That's like I said. Who in the campaign was doing that? And I really didn't see that. I didn't see a lot of Latino faces. Maybe they was more out in Arizona or using them people in like places like Arizona or in the border states or something like that. But hey,
And another thing is, when you run these campaigns, you can't think that now you know for a fact that you can't think that Hispanic voters feel the same way about issues as black voters, right? So you can't feel like that black voters know the suppression and motherfucking racism in America, right? And you will feel that Hispanic voters would just automatically vote with anything that goes under the umbrella that helps black people. But they
One
have
issue-
realized now that ain't it. They go by a separate whole thing because our history is different from theirs. They was never
In this
suppressed.
election.
They was never suppressed. They was never
Mhm.
enslaved. They was never separated. So that history is not in their culture. So when people are doing these things, you gotta realize that they're not gonna feel the same way as a black man, as a black woman about certain issues. So you gotta cater it to a person that is not gonna be scared of a racist pig, right? They don't care about that. That's something that's more of our culture that's a problem, as a racist bigot, right? To them, a bigot is not harmful to them unless he talking about putting them out the border. If he ain't talking about that no more, it's over. He don't bother them, right?
Hispanic
Racist
voters-
thing is more our problem.
Hispanic voters had one issue and one issue only in the whole damn race on either side. It was either you want to stay in the country and have a pathway to citizenship, or you vote the other way for a motherfucker who said, if you vote for me, I'm still kicking your ass out. So that was their only issue. They had no other issue.
No, what I'm saying is when you run, you got stuff for black communities.
Yeah.
You think those is enough for Hispanic communities too, because it's the same.
Yeah.
But they gotta realize that Hispanics don't see it the same.
But whoever from the Trump campaign that campaigned to this or got out amongst these Latino men and somehow got them thinking that the mass deportation don't apply to them too. And they went and voted for this dude talking about or telling us now they voted on economic issues because they was liking what Trump was saying economically. And I ain't hear him say shit economic, but that's the rationale they gave for voting for the dude. But
You gotta realize Joe Rogan too. We're gonna stay on his ass for these motherfucking future too, because he tried to wait till the last day to drop it. Yeah, I endorse him too, right? That to the people listening to him is okay to vote for the food. And he got 23% listeners. Catch this. 23% of Joe Rogan listeners are who? Take a guess. Latino men. 23%. So he already informed and shaped and harassed that brain forever.
See, he got what Trump got overwhelming. I guess it was overwhelming. Was the young white male voters, the first time voters or just they second or third time voting, whatever. Fuck with young white caveman voters. So he went at them through them podcasts.
And it's funny that us as black people, right? Like Joe Rogan podcast is called one of the most diverse podcasts, bro. When all those white people listen to it and Hispanic men. So that alone makes call it diverse. Ain't that funny?
Yeah.
Now,
but that's how it works.
That goes back to when we started with the Bocanas and stuff. It's perception, bro. It's what's like He be on a radio show all the time going on conspiracy theories, right? So now he got these men that's a certain age in college and all types of age in their 20s, Hispanic, black, or white. Those men alone has been misled in this country by people like Joe Rogan. So we're gonna hold Joe Rogan feet to the fire because he is partially the problem with this shit because he used his influence to sway people to vote for this. So he can't duck and hide later on either.
But see, right
There's
now,
another motherfucker can't hide from this shit.
Yeah, but you know, these motherfuckers off all that motherfucking macho shit. Oh, macho.
That's his podcast,
shit. And you know, Trump want to be a macho man, and he got
that's why
all
I said
these macho motherfuckers that they just out to put everybody in their motherfucking place. We gonna put out who we put out, and the rest of you motherfuckers, we gonna put you in a motherfucking place. And look, I'll say this. Martin Luther King was assassinated in 1968. I was born 2 years later. So basically, the civil rights movement was still going on. Really, it's still going on to this day. But I wasn't living during the dogs and the hoses part of it, but I lived through the aftermath. And yeah, motherfucker. Them motherfuckers, hillbilly motherfuckers back in the day, so they'll call you a little nigga, a little nappy head, this and that. Yeah. Motherfuckers throw shit at you. But the time with the dogs and the hoses, if we ain't careful, we going back to that shit.
I was just about to say, all right, when we march now, or for George Floyd, for example, right? Now you have Trump in the office where, as you can see, it's laws that can actually stop that, right? Yeah. It goes down to who is president. It's laws that can stop you from marching. And if you continue marching, now you fucking breaking the law. And now these white pigs on demons can do what they want to you. They do the fuck they want. So, and then he already expressed that he don't want to see no marching. He don't want to see none of that bullshit. He gonna stick the army on your ass.
You see, this is where the shit gonna really start to come in at. Because it's going to be a lot of executive orders, but they had both so they can push through what they want to push through. So when they pass all these fucking laws, you believe they ain't applying just to getting Latinos in check or getting them out the country. They slipping shit in that's going to affect everybody that don't look like them. So, like I was saying about Project 2025, it's a big ass read, but every line in it, they can slip in unbeknownst to anybody. They can just slip it in. Put it in this, put it in that, put it in there, put us okay, we can put it in that bill and do this, that, and third, and to the next thing you know, half the motherfucking book been implemented in the law, and the motherfucker would never know because they could piecemeal it in. So that shit coming, and I can't believe motherfuckers like that happen. And
now, look, man, like the cabinet now, he's picking people to work in the cabinet. Now, most motherfuckers walking on in America don't give a fuck about none of that. So from this point on, the stuff they doing that's so tragic to our country, most Americans don't even recognize this is happening right now. To them, he not even signed in yet. They didn't even think about this right now. They don't know all this is coming. It's like a tidal wave coming to us and shit. And they ain't paying no attention to it.
And it's not just it ain't even just us. We ain't even got to the point where we're talking about what's going to go going around the world when he let Putin do what the fuck he want to do to Ukraine. He gonna let Netanyahu do what the fuck he want to do over to the Palestinians and not give a fuck. Then eventually China gonna say fuck that, and we running up in Taiwan and taking that. So it's subject to be some shit going on out here.
That's for goddamn sure. Now, like I said, his cabinet is now shaping out. And look, bruh, even the people that don't understand what's going on, the people in these places, these are real important spots in American society, bruh. And for him just to be yanking people from out of this fucking asshole, it's crazy as fuck. Now, this is what y'all voted for, bruh. Hashtag this what you wanted. You know what I'm saying, dog?
You fuck around and found out.
So now let's introduce you to Susan Wiles.
Susie Wiles.
Who is going to be what, the press secretary?
Hell no. That's chief of staff.
Oh my God.
She got the top job in the White House. What you talking about?
Oh boy.
She running the motherfucking ship.
All right, so
That's the captain of the ship.
she was the co-chair of his campaign this year. So, and she was on the 2016 campaign. So she been around.
Oh,
She was in the Reagan 1980 campaign.
Yep.
And oh my God. She was she from New York? I mean New Jersey. Suzanne Summerall. Hold on. Wait. She is the motherfucking daughter of three. She one of three kids that was the daughter of Pat Summerall.
Oh yeah.
Who was on the NFL with motherfucking was talking about NFL. He was a place kid first, but he was an announcer, a sports announcer, sportscaster.
Yeah, with John Madden.
And he did 16 Super Bowls with John Madden.
I was like,
so
I didn't know that.
This is Susie Wiles, who is formerly known as Susie Summerall, the daughter of Pat Summerall, NFL broadcaster. Just in case anybody don't know. Now, she always been with him. She used to be on the Jack Kemp campaign in 1982 with Ronald Reagan too. So she always been around Republicans. Now, this the part that's kind of tricky for me, right? When he say he don't like these kind of Republicans, those the rhinos and stuff. I mean, she been here too. She since motherfucking Kemp and Ronald Reagan. You know what I'm saying? Like, that ain't that Republican Party?
Hey, that's the old Republican Party.
Exactly.
That's the grand old party.
So between me and you, is that a plus or minus that is at least somebody that knows she worked with Kemp and Reagan. She at least know the fucking government, at least know some shit is just too stupid to be doing here, right? At least I think she know that.
Yeah.
She at least that type of person.
Yeah. Oh, but yeah, that's the type of person she is. Because I believe that this, you ain't gonna see all the wild shit you seen out of the first 4 years, the other 4 years. I think
if she get fired, that means she may push it back on some shit.
But he got motherfuckers in there now that loyal to him and only him, and they know what the fuck they doing.
She also ran Rick Scott campaign too.
Yeah. So you ain't gonna see all that old crazy shit because they like I said the other night, they got a lot of shit they gonna want to put that they're gonna push through. They know they definitely had 2 years to do it, so they gonna maximize that 2 years and push all the shit through they can try to get through. So shit coming hard and shit coming quick. So the motherfuckers like her and these people he putting around him as advisors, these like real live politicians and people who know how to operate, around Washington D.C. So he got.
So that's what I'm asking you.
He got some big.
Just one of his picks that you more comfortable with than the rest of them. Because to me, by the fact that she know government, she not that damn dumb. She's not gonna be in there doing some crazy fucking dumb shit. Because she been around since Reagan and Kemp running campaigns, bro.
Yeah.
She's not no dumb fuck. She's not a conspiracy.
That's what I'm saying,
right?
She not.
So if she was to get fired one day, that would tell us what?
that she
pushed back on some dumbass wild shit.
Yeah. But
she a lunatic now. She a racist pig. That's clear.
That's what I'm saying.
But I'm talking about false credentials, meaning
false credentials. Yeah.
She is not a person that's crazy as fuck, right? Like a MAGA. She might be a MAGA now, but
I mean, she MAGA. All of them.
But she
MAGA.
know the fucking. You feel me?
Look,
she
all
not
of them is MAGA.
A wild lunatic. Like she wouldn't be on Reagan campaign if she's a lunatic. You feel what I'm saying?
No, she not.
Now you feel
she
what I'm
not
saying?
out there. She not.
Like if Trump really say some crazy shit to her, she not gonna do no dumb wild shit. You feel me? I don't think. It's just by her credentials. I don't see that happen.
Don't matter. That son of a bitch in charge.
And she went to the University of Maryland.
Ass and do it anyway.
She went to the University of Maryland. For anybody out there that didn't know, she's in New Jersey.
She
now.
She an old hand.
67
around,
years old.
Yeah, she an old hand around Washington D.C. Around politics. So
that's my point.
She know how to operate. She I mean, she basically she run the right. She run the White House. So she know what the fuck she doing.
Are you expecting him to be?
I would hope she knows what she doing.
You expecting him to still be off the fucking hook with somebody like him? I don't even think this nigga ain't gonna pay any attention to her.
No, because look.
I don't even think she's gonna be in their room.
Ain't anybody that's getting a job in this administration ain't got no say so over nothing.
Yeah, you just getting put.
You just being put there because somebody need to be put there. I need you.
To run the really do.
I need you to run the office for me, but motherfucker. Anything that come out of this office is what I tell you what comes out of this office. All of them are there to serve at the pleasure of Donald Trump and do what he want done. And he got him and his advisors, and he got some racist, misogynist, xenophobic, all kind of motherfuckers around him. So whatever they get together and decide that they want done, your job is to do one thing, get it done. It's not to say why or ask why, but to get it done. So why are we doing that? None of your fucking business. Why are we doing it? Just fuck bitch, get the job done. That's it.
So my whole thing is, to me, she's not as a loony as the rest of you motherfuckers, but she'll still do whatever fuck he's saying, and she's still a pig.
But see, that's where I feel fucked up is because she know what she doing. She know who she need to get together. She knows she need to talk to get shit done. To push it, get shit. Yeah, if a motherfucking senator or a motherfucking representative want to jump out there with some other shit, but hold up, I don't really know. It's on her to call the motherfucker and say, "Hey, fuck wrong with you?" Put a motherfucker back in line. So she runs the White House and she know what she doing. It ain't like none of these last motherfuckers he had in his first administration. Ain't know what the fuck he was doing, and he ain't know what he was doing. He know better what he doing. They know what they doing, so they know how to get shit done. So the exact shit that they talking about doing, they got the people in place to get it done and get it done quickly.
Now, you still got Marco Rubio is now named the motherfucking Secretary of State.
Good God.
He should pass the motherfucking joint.
They
right now, he's just naming motherfuckers now that literally did the best dick sucking on their knees during this motherfucking campaign, literally, except for the black ones.
Yeah,
everybody else is getting a spot somewhere. Even if some shit they ain't got nothing to do with, they don't know nothing about. All right, there's a spot open there. All right, you get that.
He gonna put who he
it's
want.
Just like what the fuck?
Who he want? He gonna send every time is issue, and Putin call him up about some issues. Somebody gotta go holler at somebody. Okay, Rubio be over there. Okay, you need to swing past there and talk to Netanyahu. Okay, man. You need to go over there and talk to G or one of his representatives. That motherfucker ain't gonna never be home.
Nah.
He might come back and his family deported.
No bullshit. And they be having the motherfucking joint where they saying like holidays gonna be? Would you like you have motherfucking Thanksgiving coming up? Would you let a motherfucker family member that been talking this Trump shit all this time to the fucking Thanksgiving?
No,
Are we going that route?
no, because I don't want to hear it. No, it ain't that I don't want to hear it because I'll talk about it, but I don't want you're not gonna come in my house on no Thanksgiving, and sit at my table, and get your belly full and watch the football games all day and fuck up my atmosphere with this red MAGA hat and talking that dumb shit. Nah, fuck that. Fuck that. You got to go. I can't deal with you.
So like everybody know their family at this point now that either sympathetic for Trump or love Trump, right? And Thanksgiving is coming up. And this is going to be an awkward Thanksgiving coming up, bro, for every family out here, for sure. If you got that one person in the family that was screaming this Trump shit and literally went out and voted for him in the family and it's against everybody sitting at the table, why would people say don't mix politics into the, like, it's there though. Like, you voted for a racist pig and because I'm black. Why would you do that?
Black, and you got to sit down there. You probably going, and more than likely than not,
it's going to come up.
Probably 99.9999%. You're going to be sitting at that table with some women. Some females going to be around that table. And
oh my God. And this is going to be uncomfortable Thanksgiving, bro.
But one good thing about it, I can tell you this much. We know that our people is educated on the issue and they know what's at stake. And the jackasses that we've been calling out that went and voted for Trump anyway and want to scream that MAGA shit, you finding out and you really is on the wrong side. And people ain't gonna really want to fuck with you. I mean, how can you come to a family function? You know what I'm saying? Especially if you got a big family, you got a lot of people there. How can you just show up knowing you just voted for this racist asshole who just basically, just stripping women of the right to do what they need to do to live in some cases.
It's just tough, man. There's no way.
It's you
can't separate it.
No.
Like, this person is sitting here and literally voted for something that's against our interests. No, nigga, give me that plate. Get the fuck out of here. Man, first of all, go somewhere else, man.
Let's go, man. He said, man, he voted for that motherfucker. I can't sit there.
It's gonna be a woman and their auntie or something that's not gonna want to feed them, not gonna want them in the room. It's gonna happen.
Tell that motherfucker.
Do not come to my house. Yeah. I don't want him sitting in my shit.
And there's a lot of that shit. And look, black people is pissed off.
And they.
This is the most I've ever seen black people pissed off.
Because it's out of our hands now. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
and
it's so, but this is bad.
I tried to tell y'all was gonna fuck around, and it was all going to everything they got worked for, and people died for, and got dolls and hoses, and went through Jim Crow and segregation and all this old other shit, and everything they fought for. Hey, look, our people voted the way we needed to vote to keep that alive. But man, Latinos, y'all don't know. Y'all don't look. They could kick y'all out the country. They just get rid of y'all. They still got to deal with us, but they gonna make life so fucking hard at every fucking turn that they're gonna turn shit back. See, look, as I was saying, how they slip shit in. This is how they're gonna slip shit in. Because one of the things they're gonna come for first is LGBTQ rights, or gay rights. And they're going to make it so that if they don't want to serve you, they don't have to serve you.
Mhm.
And see, it's going to go under the guise of, okay, yeah, you know, we ain't got to serve them homosexuals if you want to. But to make it fair, you have to, in the bill, you have to make it apply to everybody. That they don't have to serve whoever the fuck they don't want to serve if they choose to. They'll say, well, that's just because we don't want to serve homosexual because we don't believe in homosexuality. But they also can they also can go ahead and say, we ain't serving them black motherfuckers either.
Yeah.
That's how they going to get it. That's how they going to set it all back. So then, you know, boom, you going to go in certain places and, you know, it's going to be whites only and, you know, blacks not allowed, but they ain't going to tell you that blacks ain't allowed, but you going to know it, that, you know, you going to go up in there.
But I'm just saying, like, it's just going to be a tough situation if your cousin, your nephew, you already know how he feel, and it's Thanksgiving coming up. It's just not gonna feel right, bro. It's not gonna be like you gonna be looking at this nigga like, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not even a debate no more. Like at first, before the election, it was like a debate. Like it was fun. Nah, you like that horse, Steven? Nah. Let's debate it. Now it's like it's reality now, and you like that. You supported that. You was a jackass. No, you can't eat. Get the fuck out of here, bro. Like, it's not even a debate. We're not arguing with you or nothing, man. Just go. Like, don't show up. Like, if we having Thanksgiving this year, all the MAGA peoples, black people or Hispanic men in our families, just skip this one, bro.
Hey, but
there's no need for you to show up because this shit is not gonna go down right. It's not gonna go down well, bro. It's not. It's just not.
Look, this shit. This is just the beginning, but this shit is happening everywhere. I was like, man, I don't want that motherfucker over here.
And it can't be an older black woman. It's no way possible.
No,
they can't stand it. My grandma went to her grave, can't stand this motherfucker at all. So black women,
this shit,
older black women, they'll not come around them talking about this MAGA bullshit, bro.
Now that's not going to end
not
up
at this
good.
time. This is not the moment.
That is not going to end
They are
up
not
good.
feeling good. No black women feel good.
But it's going to get
about
worse.
This moment, bro.
It's going to get worse because as you know, this shit kick in. Well, this shit is where in the states is in now. This shit is here to stay. So for the time being, I guess, but it's here to stay. So as more and more of this shit, as more and more women get sick, unfortunately, more women may die of complications because of it and can't get the care that they need. Shit's going to get. Hey, the cookout, a motherfucker might.
It's going to be bad Thanksgiving, bro.
How can
Christmas? It's not pretty.
Because if you say not this Thanksgiving or Christmas, but say by 4th of July cookouts or summertime barbecues or whatever the fuck, how can you show up if one of your family members went through that shit, went through something
where they had to go to another state to get abortion or something,
or something, or may have died or something? You subject to show up
and get your ass whooped.
Get your ass whooped.
Hey, bro,
get your ass towed
I
down.
don't think, like, I watch The View sometimes. They had this conversation, and it's like most of the people don't get. It's not politics. This is real shit.
It's real life.
Like, what the fuck is
They're
wrong with
not
y'all?
Look, y'all not understanding this. And what my man just said is true. It's not politics, it's real life. Politics is basically, the art of politics is negotiating and the back and forth and, give a little, take a little, but you got to do for the greater good here, and you may have to take a little less here to do a little more there. That's basically what politics is. These motherfuckers ain't playing politics because they're not gonna negotiate shit. They don't have to negotiate. They running the whole shebang, from the White House to the House, the Senate, the Supreme Court. It's them. They can do whatever the fuck they want to do and get away with it. They can do whatever. It's nothing that is against the law to them. We might say it, but we can fight it all the way to the Supreme Court. When you get to the Supreme Court is them. So they can do what the fuck they want to do. That's what the fuck y'all vote.
This has gotten dangerous. It's
dangerous,
gotten out
Joe.
of hand. And it's gonna be a rocky 4 years, bro. But for example, you're gonna have Trump pointing out shit that's irrelevant. For example, he gonna blow up stuff like the Ten Commandments in your school.
And y'all
like what?
Getting it.
There can be stuff that you be thinking in your mind, like, what are you talking about? 10 Commandments in schools and shit like that is gonna be over the top. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be like shit like banning transgender everything almost. So there ain't gonna be nothing transgender can do. Like, and I know transgender, but most Hispanic men, transgenders, whoever the fuck, voted for this pig, bro. Like, it's just hard for me to pick a group that you can go on Thanksgiving with. It can't be women. Definitely black women. You cannot sit around them at all and talk no MAGA shit. They are the top of the heat. If it's a heat level, black women at the top. You better not talk anything MAGA. You get slapped up there. You know what I'm saying? Now, you got to come down there to the Spanish women level because you go that high, you're getting slapped. This shit has gotten to be to the point where, like my grandma always said, let them be who they are. You just respond accordingly. Let this they are who they are. Y'all let them get away with misleading people. This is something we're going to work on for the next 2.5 years, is this misleading and misinformation type shit. But at the same time, even if they wasn't misled, they could have still voted for this orange demon anyway, right? Mm-hmm. So their community got to find a way to talk to them, just like our community talked to ours. You know what I'm saying? And they got to find that way to you know. And for example, we get Oprah Winfrey coming down. We get Beyonce. People looking at that like, damn, Beyonce and Oprah in the campaign. But guess what? Our black community was educated, bro. Our community,
yeah, we know what the fuck going on.
Our community, by the results of them doing that, know it. BET Awards. Mm-hmm. Nobody knew about Project 2025 till the black lady jumped up and say, "What the fuck is wrong with this? Y'all better read this." Our culture was informed, my guy.
Yeah, they know.
So there's no way that them coming down from wherever can y'all remember, none of this shit gonna phase them. So what they gotta do is try to help out people that's marginalized and can't get helped. They didn't have to do this. So that's why I give respect to anybody like Oprah, anybody like motherfucking, anybody came out, even if I don't even like your raps. The fact you came out and stood somewhere in this point in time in history is key. It's just point blank key. Like from this point on, once rights is restricted, women's rights already been trampled on. Once they completely restricted,
get worse.
Black people shit restricted. Everything gets restricted to the point where everybody can see that this is a huge mistake. It's gonna be too late. But I like the fact that famous people, congressmen, women, and influencers all got the message through the black community. That's it. So I don't give a fuck how people don't like the celebrities getting on there. It's funny how you can get celebrities on Trump's side. You don't give a fuck about that.
Yeah.
Because they not even real, they just some white, they ain't real celebrities for real.
Yeah.
But it's already to line those fools up, the Hulk Hogan's and the fucking assholes over there, and act like them not motherfucking stars, right? That's just doing the bidding for a racist pig. But you gonna let them slide. You know what I'm saying? It's just the way this whole thing is just moved around for me is fucking disgusting. First of all, the way that black woman was treated on the national stage was fucking idiotic. For people to be in a national fucking news joint, supposed to be the smartest Americans in the Congress, in the motherfucking Senate, supposed to be the smartest people in our nation to make decisions for us, bro. That's who these people supposed to be. And this thing right here just fell off the whole rails because those people are not doing that. You know what I'm saying? Shouts out to Oprah and them, man. For sure. Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah. They go back to doing what they was doing anyway.
Yep.
Oprah filthy rich. We wouldn't affect her any one way or the other. But
Yep.
that's one of the issues that I see is like these people need to don't just jump out there and say stuff at election time. You got to carry that shit all the time. You know, we don't see y'all don't do commercials about some of y'all jump out there with the issues, but you don't never see them, talk about them issues or have somebody talking about them issues on their platforms. They talk about some whole other shit. We don't need your voice just at election time. We need your voice all the time. And that's how, we come get a unified message, Then, the people be out there and, the most diversified party there is the Democratic Party. Everybody got a slice in that pie. But y'all gotta get out there and make what you need known, because we about to go through 4 years of hell, and y'all don't understand. And y'all might think them motherfucking them sweeps coming through small towns or whatever the fuck. Them joints gonna be right here in cities. It's like one we in right now, Washington D.C., just like in Atlanta, in Chicago, and Baltimore, and all that old shit. They coming through there. They gonna target them sanctuary cities. They're gonna push through it. He'll sign an executive order saying no more sanctuary cities, and where they know that there's big concentrations of illegals or undocumented, they coming there. So this shit, that's part of what he been saying for the longest time. Look how he talk about what he would do to Washington D.C. He would clean it. He's going to clean it up, and he's going to target them big cities.
Now, everybody remember motherfucking Oprah had the town hall meeting and all that good shit.
Mm-hmm.
So what Republicans are doing, this is what I say, man. You cannot leave this air open. Even though the race is over, you have to continue running because that's what they do. For example, now they saying motherfucking the Harris campaign paid Oprah to do all types of shit when they paid motherfucker Harpo Studios for that whole joint, and the money went to the people that was working there, that set the thing up, that made sure the screens was working, set the whole setup and all that good shit. It's like,
they're gonna leave that out.
You got exactly, and it's like that's what the money went to. That Oprah never got a damn dime, and then on top of that, what the fuck would Oprah do with $1 million? Stop playing with her toes with that shit.
But
like, what the fuck?
But
it's just what they put out. They misconstrue shit, and I guarantee tomorrow I cut somebody head and be like, they gonna be like, man, motherfucker, yeah, you heard the motherfucker comment like, oh, motherfucker, Oprah $1 million? Then we look at them like, oh, here we go. The misleading, it's just going down. You cannot stop it. Y'all gotta. That's why I be telling y'all, bro. Democrats can't stop.
Right
now, you see what I'm saying?
Look,
can't stop. You can't stop because they don't stop.
Democrats can't afford to stop for the next fucking 20
exactly.
years.
Now you see what I'm saying?
Because far as Democrats been exposed. We're behind. We're behind in the fact that they in the media, they gonna kick our ass each and every time because they got all of these fucking news channels. They got at least 4 or 5 different news channels that's dedicated to pushing whatever the Republican agenda is. So you behind there. Podcasters, they dominate. They dominate. Radio, talk radio, they dominate. It's gonna take you years and years and years and years to build up to get to the network they got now. So you really, if you ain't started, you better get started. And they need to get out there with a lot of podcasters, and
They already gave up too much airplay
Yeah.
now. So now we're gonna have a thing about Oprah. We're not gonna be talking about all the clown foolery foods that he putting in the cabinet.
Right. They know how to deflect. They know how to deflect. They know how to deflect, and they know how to let shit deflect from what the fuck they was doing. Look at how they ran this campaign. And I for one thought the campaign was some shit. But I admit I was wrong as a motherfucker. I was dead wrong on that. Because looking back on it, shit, while this fool was out there just doing and saying any old type of thing, taking allegedly fake bullets to the ear and all this other shit, they was working in the background and got all of these goddamn people together and won this race very convincingly. Them motherfuckers showed you how they gonna run the government. Oh, don't look at the big issue that's out there that they putting breaking news banners on MSNBC and CNN about. Don't look at that. Look behind that, because behind that you can find them motherfuckers working in Project 2025. Oh, we ain't got time for that. I'll sign an executive order. You know what Congress is gonna push through, they're gonna push through whatever he figured he ain't got time for, he'll executive order it. And
so right now they're saying the Harris campaign is $20 million in debt, and Oprah, for anybody that's just tuning in, she did not get paid. All right, that's not something she got paid for, and she worth $3 billion. The fuck she doing with? What is she gonna do? That was a waste of time, bro. So in the end, I appreciate all the famous people doing what they did, for real, bro. That's a key point. We needed that. It got our culture out. If all other coaches would have done what you done, we wouldn't be sitting here with this problem. Simple as that. Hispanic community was misled and was not told the facts, just like Oprah and all the people that lead the black communities told their community what the facts and what was about to happen. And they was well more informed right now. That's all you can say. The Jewish community was informed, the black community was informed, and women was informed, right? They knew it. White women chose to even still stay fuck it and still vote with the orange demon, period. So right now, black women are the Democratic Party at this point.
Yeah.
Because black men follow their lead, and at this point, that's the only solid block in the Democratic Party. You know what I'm saying? Everything else is shaky as fuck. You know? So we don't know how this go out the end. They let this orange demon fuck come in and uproot the whole political system. Took over one party and shook up the other one, where the point where they don't even know what they're doing. So somebody got to figure out who is the leader and campaign now. Don't let this Oprah stuff like this fly around. It's going to build into some other wild shit they're going to attach it to.
See, first of all, the campaign over. So all that ignore all that Oprah shit. That's what they want. And you totally right. That's what the fuck they want. They want the Oprah shit to be out there. Look, this ain't no time to be the election over. We didn't had time to look back on it. You can still look back on it. They're gonna write books about it, and look back on all the things that could have been done, should have been done, would have been done, or whatever. Better look forward to the next election, because you can put a stop to this shit. If you're listening, we try to tell you about all of this other shit, and all this other shit ain't true. Now we're telling you again. Listen to us. We hardly ever wrong. Now, but the next election is important, because if they happen to have both houses, they're going to push through everything they want to push through. You can't stop them. So get ready for it to be 1942 all over again. But you have to get out there, and they already going after they got all this other shit in place. They're going to gerrymander. They're going to change districts. They're going to change voter laws. They already said they're going to require vote ID and proof of citizenship to vote. They'll try to push that nationally. So if it's coming from them, so you know that means for everybody. So get your shit together, because if you don't, it's only going to get worse. And if we don't get a unified message, and the people at the top of the party, because I know y'all motherfuckers gearing up to run for president. So, but whatever the core principles of the Democratic Party platform is, as long as everybody stick to them core principles, whatever the platform is that we want to run on, we can debate about which is the best way to get there, because that's what the primary season is all about anyway, is we debating the best way to get there and who's the best candidate to get there. But we can also do that without a splintered message, a fractured party, and all this other shit. We can get there, but we just, whatever it is we about, that's what we about. We debate how to get there, and because Republicans got to do the same thing.
Now, AOC was on motherfucking View earlier, right?
Okay.
Now, and she asking Hispanic voters and Puerto Rican voters why they did what they did. But again, us to be walking off the fucking streets and analyze this shit in 2 years, and you in the fucking Senate, and you still asking them why? And we just told you, a bitch ass, you the fucking problem? You the leader. You a Puerto Rican leader in the fucking Senate. As you relay anything to your community about this shit before? I doubt it. I doubt you made sure your community knew what was happening. That's my point. AOC is one of those leaders that I missed probably the other day. Mm-hmm. Right? Mm-hmm. So don't go around asking them why they did that. Look in the fucking mirror. Look beside you. What's her name? What's my girl name? I call the bitch blonde bitch, bad bitch, whatever the fuck.
Oh, Jasmine Crockett. You ain't see a lot of her.
Now think about that. Ask her, between the two of them, who relayed the shit in their community compared to the other one. That's the problem. Mm-hmm. Shaw was on everything. You can't even name a black radio, black motherfucking YouTuber, a black fucking influencer that she wasn't on the fucking joint. Everywhere. AOC, let me go in the Hispanic community. Was you there?
Yeah.
Was you there? Was you explaining anything to your community? Fuck no.
Like the Castro brothers, they set this one out.
I forgot about those two idiots.
Yeah.
You didn't relay it to your community.
That's why I asked who was really going into these communities on a consistent basis and talking to them, not just bring out J-Lo.
See, you remember those two's mad because they want to be vice president pick.
I see. People got to realize this too. It's cool and all that good shit when you bringing in all these big stars and they doing it, they doing their thing and they out there twerking and shaking their ass for Kamala and all that good shit. But by the same token, you got voters who that type of stuff turns them off. So you got to be careful both ways, because you want to you want to use them people to get the younger voters, but you also don't want to turn off some voters who may stay home. Especially, I always go back to this. From the primaries, you probably had some I ain't gonna say probably, you had some Biden voters who didn't like the way Biden was done. And then for to go come behind it, and then you got Megan Thee Stallions and Cardi B's and them, they performing and shaking their ass all on stage. That could have turned some people off. So you got to be careful. That's why I'm really interested. That's why I'll be glad when this inauguration shit is over with, because that's when the commercials you're gonna see for stop this Congress and all this other, stop this radical Congress, and really 2026 going to start. And I think that's going to be good for podcasters like us, and good for this podcast for real, because we gonna learn about some people on both sides that the people need to know about what they pushing and what the issues are. And in those states where them people running, and shit, you gonna get real educated real quick on everything going on in politics.
That's for damn sure.
But you already got like 4 people who put they hat out there. So,
but again, for example, the DNC and Kamala, right now she's supposed to be in debt though, but together they should be making videos, the hit job videos throughout his presidency, and everybody talk on one message. We don't need a nigga in LA talking about shit like different shit than motherfucking this person in New York to Trump. You can't have different motherfucking messages. Everybody got to say on the same page.
One of the problems is this, and it's a problem that Democrats need to solve it soon. It ain't no head of the DNC right now. So I don't know who the one name they put out there, nobody liked. So who the fuck is going to head the Democratic National Committee? So that's who helps set the platform and well, yeah, set the platform and get everybody in order. So who you put in charge of the DNC, because they're gonna be in charge of the grassroots too. They're gonna really be in charge. They're gonna have to really do something at the grassroots to get people to register and come out and vote. So that's really the next big election for Democrats right there. Who the fuck you gonna put in charge? Because you gonna have to it gotta be somebody that can bring everything together and tie it into one nice bow, that's gonna satisfy everybody.
I'm shocked that first of all, people voted for this clown. But me personally, I always thought that if it was more than 34, 40 million people that voted for him, if it's gold on top of that, this motherfucking country racist as fuck. Because now you're going past the magas and lunatics. Now you into people that's fucking running companies. Now we up into 74 millions where it's people walking around that's working with you now. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
And this shit is just, why would this many people do that? It's the oddest fucking shit, bro. It's like, even if racism don't bother you, look how fucking dumb he is. That don't bother you? I don't know. This right here is gonna go down in history as the most, like, you just don't get it, bro. Like, what the fuck is y'all thinking? Like, in one hand, you could be like, Hispanics swung the vote, they did. But in the end, it's still a cushion of a bunch of motherfuckers that got it to the point where they can sway it. What are y'all doing? White women. Like, what? I always feared in the end that Republicans would just come home. and just vote Republican, and that will fuck the whole thing up.
Yeah, it's like diehard Republicans are going to vote Republican, just like diehard Democrats are going to vote Democrat. So you got to get the.
But you were thinking
What's
that the
left?
Republicans was looking at this person as a fucking just can't be president.
Yeah,
You're expecting them to vote, but in the end, they didn't vote Democrat.
and see,
They still voted for the worst person
yeah.
in the world to be president. This shit is mind-boggling, bro.
It just still comes down to this because
Off the break,
because that Latino vote.
it still sticks me
Because
in my
everything,
craw right here.
everything played well. White women too.
At the end, if you
But-
talking about the shift that
what is
should
that-
not have happened with Hispanic men
But
and women.
that Latino vote that vote
That did it.
Trump, that's it's something unaccounted for, and it's something that's you just wouldn't have thought of. You can't explain it now.
No.
It's just that everything else just about went according to the way it should have.
Except for that,
And that Arab vote. Can't
I
forget
don't
about
know.
you,
I don't
Arab.
think I was expecting that because everything was put in her lap. Like Gaza was put in her lap. The economy and the motherfucking border was put in her lap, and the border was fucked up. Almost, she was in the fucking elementary since this shit been fucked up.
What they say is they didn't vote for her because they thought she was too hard. Was too hard on, not too hard on Israel. Yeah, too hard on Israel or some shit like that. I'm like, what? Because they was what was the anti-Israel? I don't know how the shit working, but they said she was too hard on Israel or wasn't hard enough on Israel. But it was something to do with Israel, and that's why they didn't vote for her. And
Even if she had won, if the Hispanic vote would have went the right way, she would have won.
She probably would have
It
won.
still would have been clear that this country's racist as fuck. Because why would you have this many people vote? See, you understand what I'm saying? Why would that many people vote for a racist pig to even make it where this thing is this close like that? That's the problem. Even though the Latino vote fucked the whole thing up in the end, but in the end, the cushion that all those people that had it up to there, what were they doing?
Okay, you Latino dudes, right? This is.
And remember, this joint open for all Latino. If you're not a MAGA, you know what I'm saying. We just want to talk. We just want. God damn, what?
But if you
look, what was this?
We tried to tell y'all, but for some reason, you didn't think his border policy applied to you. You thought you was above black people in this country. So you voted for him because you didn't think that their racism applied to you. You fucked around and you found out right quick. They didn't even wait. They didn't even wait until inauguration to tell you that your vote didn't mean shit and you was getting the fuck out of this country. Just like the black dude that got on there whining about, they told me that I could never be MAGA because I'm black, and that it was MAGA to be all white, and I love Trump. Okay, and they told your black ass just like the black dudes that went up to the Trump rally and with all their MAGA shit on and got jumped, got their ass beat. Now, we try to tell you this. They're telling you this shit. That's why we don't have no sympathy for you. Because you thought that all the shit that we went through. Believe me, if they thought they could send black people back to Africa,
we'd be first on the chopping block.
They'll deal with y'all. If they could get us the fuck out, we ain't going no motherfucking where. And on top of they told you, we don't give a fuck if you had children that was born here now or not. They're going to end out. He probably do it by executive order because he wanted it done quick. He's going to end birthright citizenship. So that means even if you was born here, to undocumented or illegals or whatever, that means the kids is going to.
Yeah.
Even though they're American citizens. But they getting the fuck out of here too.
Well, which means like if the family was two, a man and woman was to sneak over here with border, right? Have a baby. The baby is an American citizen. They're not, but American citizen. Now, if you come in and try to take those two, now you have a baby just sitting around just here.
Yeah.
That is the inhumane part of it.
Yeah. So that you coming over here or while you here now just having babies if you illegal and you know I better get knocked up. That ain't gonna work. So that means what are they gonna do next? You're gonna want to get married to an American citizen. Nah, basically they're probably gonna make that illegal. Or
that's gonna be a tough one. That's gonna be harder than the rest of them. But yeah, they're gonna try.
Yeah, but just like they used to do back in the day, they gonna get all up in your business and do home checks and all of this shit. Make sure that you're living together, making sure that you're living as man and wife or whatever the fuck.
Exactly, they're gonna do that. Yeah.
So it's gonna get tough.
Make sure you ain't lying.
Rugged.
They look you up and you realize y'all ain't seen each other in 9 years.
Yeah. So
like, okay, y'all gonna come with us.
So that's that. And so they know all the. Don't think you are outsmarting them. They know all the loopholes. They're gonna close them. Because they got their attorneys, their judges, their lawyers. All of this shit is them.
Everything has been.
Everything is them. This country is MAGA, and they went overwhelmingly for MAGA. So it's gonna take a generation. The shit they about to tie up, they about to tie that shit in a knot. So
they got 1.5 million more votes than her. Damn it.
So
that sounds, it make your stomach hurt when you say that.
This country's red. You see that motherfucking, you see all that red on that map? It's a little bit of blue on the edges, on the two seaboards, and it might be a sprinkle or two in the middle, but that map is overwhelmingly red.
Well, man, I'm put a coalition together of racist white people, and Hispanic men, and he won with that.
Yes, he did.
Ain't that something?
Yep, and with a assistance from white women who don't give a fuck.
Yeah, they really swayed it too because
everybody
expected them to vote another way, and they would have voted another way. It was swung back the right way.
So now,
damn.
Now, and since that's brought up, and all you brothers who want to go out here and get you a white woman, now you see that what white women think of you, hey, we lost white women, but we was replacing with Hispanic women. Go get your Hispanic woman.
Damn, man.
Because Hispanic women, I know y'all don't want y'all Hispanic men after they punked out and did the shit that they did. So So
but today was motherfucking the first time she came out in public too. It was a big ass crowd out that joint in front of the what I was waiting for when she came out. She had a speech too. She had a little speech out that joint today too. So this is her first time coming out, and now Hillary disappeared for like 6 months in the woods. Some motherfucker. She literally just disappeared.
Yeah, she was
hurt.
She jumped on a little Scooby Doo.
And then another thing, she vice president too. She can't completely disappear.
Yeah,
but
that's why I say she just deal with it.
It's a little tougher, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You don't want to. You probably don't want to, but you're the dignified way.
That was for Veterans Day, so of course she came out. I know it's tough for her, bro, because shit. If she was to do it all over again, she'd probably still do it again, even though it's only 3.5 months. It's like when you look back on it, you'll still do it. You know what I'm saying? So she laid it all on the line, and that's how the results was. So, but
say Elon Musk running shit.
But the average motherfucker probably would have told, like, if another vice president was dead, they probably would have told Biden, man, you're gonna have to keep staying. You're gonna have to stay in, brother. It's not enough time for even trying no shit like that, right? So I don't know. I just felt like the choices was laid out, so she did her job. It was clear where she wanted to go compared to where he wanted to go. So once you still make that decision to do something, talking about, oh yeah, my bread too high and shit like that, she can't defend that. If you run around scared because you think I'm messing or somebody gonna eat your ducks and geese and shit, it's like she can't defend that. There's nothing she can do about that. So that's how it went down. So
I mean, they knew, they knew who the fuck they was talking to, and they.
The goal is to get as many people that don't do research and don't do anything in America to get them to vote.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what the goal. And they got it
That was
done.
their goal is.
Yeah, they got it done.
But look,
because it's easy to mislead them with that.
Well, at least in the motherfucking Democratic Party, we know what our core base is and who our base is now.
You better know.
You better. Now, you got to get out there and make it happen. Because look,
they say
we gotta go back to me. We got to be grassroots again. That's what's fuck all that Hollywood and corporate shit. The Democratic Party always been grassroots. And Obama campaign, that motherfucker was grassroots because that motherfucker had to get out to everybody. But since then, well, really, I gotta put her in a special category. But since then, everybody wanted to run a campaign like Obama ran. I ran your goddamn campaign the way you run it. Be you. That's kind of like what worked for Joe Biden. Because it didn't work for Hillary. She tried to run an Obama campaign when she should have been talking to motherfucking rural people. Her and Bill out there with them hillbillies that love them. She might have fucked around and won. But you got to take it back to the people. You know what I'm saying?
But
and the people is speaking right now. So
what's his name? The vice president candidate she had, he was rural. He was in the rural states, and every time he went in those
joints, Minnesota's not rural.
Huh?
Minnesota ain't rural.
No, they was sending him to rural states.
But they was sending him there
and
because
every time
he grew up in Nebraska.
And every time he go to those joints, it was clear that he was in a Trump joint. That's another thing they should have noticed that. And he kept saying he was saying it was like y'all can see everybody over there of Trumpsters and stuff like that. Where when you go to rural joints, you could see there was heavily motherfucking Trumps there. It was heavily people that believed this shit.
Yeah.
So therefore they should have noticed that while they was out there. Like every time we go to these rural joints, that's where it's heavily people tripping at. You know what I'm saying? They should have combated that and attacked that there. And there's really no comeback to it unless you can get them to understand facts. You know what I'm saying? So you got to really talk to them in those rural states. And it's hard to do that.
But like I say, we're gonna keep looking back over the campaign, and you're gonna see a lot of things that could have been done, should have been done, or would have been done. But that's why I say she deserved to run a whole campaign, just to get jumping in the primaries. She deserved to be there front and center with a whole campaign, because as you can see, we're talking about things that could have been done or should have been done, and she only had 100 and some days. So you like to think that if she did what she did in 100 and some days, a little bit over 100 days, what do you think she might have could have did if she had a whole campaign? So I think she deserves, to throw her hat in the ring in the primaries, and nobody say shit, ain't got no problem with it. But whoever else want to get in, if it's 20, 30 of y'all you want to get in, still get in, and may the best candidate win.
It's gonna be a tough joint, bro. But you got motherfucking Walker Flocka getting this shit canceled.
Oh, that dumbass.
And my thing is like this. He the same way. It's like, bro, you went up. And he had the nerve to tell motherfuckers, if you like Kamala, get out of my concert.
Yeah.
Shit like that.
You punk ass.
Like what the fuck, nigga? Who really paying you, bro? You about to find out who give you your money now, motherfucker. You bitch ass.
Nigga. Yeah, he tried to come down here after that shit. They ran that punk ass nigga out of here.
Ain't no states he can do his shows other than Hour and shit like that, bro.
Yeah, he look, like I say, black people
Shit
pissed.
over.
Black people is
We
pissed
madder than
off.
we ever been, bro.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here.
And hey, we are pissed off. We not only pissed off at we ain't only pissed off at Latinos. We're pissed off at some of our own too, because look, we still could have put up, for the numbers we put up, we still could have put up bigger numbers.
It wouldn't have got her over.
It, even if it didn't get her over, it would have, it would have showed you
We ain't
what's
have enough
what.
ammo left to get her over.
Nah, because there's a very small percentage of eligible black people that's registered and do vote than is eligible to vote. If
we would have maxed it out 99.99, that wouldn't have been enough to get her over.
Maybe
we was close to 99.99 anyway.
But
it's like us personally can't do it.
We still got
we need brown people help. We need Hispanic help.
We got more in the tank that we can use, but
yeah, that's true.
So
we still got that umph we can give your ass if we can get those people out. Yeah, that's true.
But look, we just gotta get out there
because we all know 7-8 motherfuckers
get ready for 2026
and shit.
Because I
think we all know more people that don't think about voting than actually did vote. Put it like that. So we know we got a lot of people in the bank.
All I'm gonna talk about now is 2026. I want to know if this really, this shit really going to kick in. Is y'all really going to believe what y'all seeing? Or is you going to see what's coming down the pipe? Because look, once they get the Latinos out, because they come in the sweeping and they start getting them motherfuckers out, it ain't but one set of people for it to be a reckon with. And that's going to be a white people versus black people. And I'm telling you, these motherfuckers are already, with these fucking militias and these right wing groups, these motherfuckers are armed to the hilt and they're ready to take it to the streets. And
then you can't even form a motherfucking black group, continue radical, you racist.
No, they ain't gonna let no Black Panthers jump. They ain't gonna let no Black Panthers shit jump off.
Hell no, they fuck around. The government be following them and all type of shit. But these Proud Boys,
you don't have none of that.
They ain't
shit.
following Proud Boys though. Now FBI right now might be following them with the director as a Democratic person that have been, but now that nigga about to be switched out. So I don't know. They ain't be looking for no Proud Boys. They were looking for all black motherfucking leaders out there now.
Let me tell you something.
Just switching priorities. They gonna switch their priorities. Now we look for black leaders. Like, bro, they some terrorists though. You don't care about that? White people, MAGA is a terrorist group, bro. A terrorist organization, bro.
We try to tell you.
So this
and
shit
a cult.
Yeah, it's a terrorist organization. He used that shit to wield political power, scare motherfuckers, scare judges, scare people to vote. That nigga wild, bro. He's a cult.
Mm-hmm.
Now, we do appreciate everybody, man. Check us out, man. Look us up. Look at our videos, man. You know what I'm saying? Subscribe to us. You know what I'm saying? Leave a message, man. We appreciate everybody that engaged with us and just had the normal, basic talk. You know what I'm saying? It's like without a whole bunch of words, I gotta get my dictionary for why you talking and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now, trust and believe. We be back here live Friday. We live. And we were trying to do more and more. Come back here as much as possible to talk to y'all, man, as this motherfucking tidal wave hit us. All right. Now, January the 20th is coming up and all that good shit. We haven't figured out what we're gonna do. I'm not sure if I even want to stomach watching that Orange Demon.
I'm gonna watch it,
but I don't see no point in it, to be honest with you.
I'm gonna watch it because I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen.
You gonna see.
I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen. Everybody who showed up on January 6th, they're gonna show up on January 20th. You're gonna see all them groups out there, you're gonna see all them flags out there, you're gonna see all that wild shit. And they're gonna go in there and they're gonna cheer everything you say and all this other good shit. And they're gonna whitewash January 6th like it never ever happened.
It's sad.
Watch. You best believe all of them groups gonna come cross country. You gonna see all the motherfuckers out there. You might fuck around and see rifles on the mall.
We should go down that bitch for real.
I ain't going nowhere near that motherfucker. Ain't no. You really think at this motherfucker, a motherfucker will go. A black motherfucker will go down there and get their ass whooped.
Yeah.
That junk gonna be white as man. You know how many white people doing with this?
I don't even think they gonna accept black magas at this party.
Fuck no.
I think black magas is not even valued to this one. This is the ultimate party. I ain't coming to this one.
This one is, man. I'm gonna watch it because I'm expecting. I swear I'm expecting all kind of them right wing groups, QAnon motherfuckers, be carrying flags and shit. And I'm expecting to see some Confederate flags. I would not. It would not surprise me because you gonna see all them Trump 2024 flags and all that other shit out there. You know, the few motherfuckers who gonna come.
That's gonna be a fucking piece of shit.
You know, because who else coming? Well, I can't say who else coming because the motherfucker won.
Hulk will be there.
Yeah,
the Hulkster. Like, subscribe, man. Appreciate your whole lot.
Do that thing.
You know what I'm saying? Tune into your boys. We about to get way more aggressive with this thing.
Yeah,
you know
we got to teach y'all something.
So we here, Hispanic voters, Hispanic men. Come on, we try to talk to you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Come on the podcast and have a conversation. We're not even chasing black Maccas no more. That's irrelevant.
No, we done that shit. Matter of fact, I mean, they chasing us. They won. So
black MAGA should be ashamed of themselves for pushing white supremacy. But so that's where they at. And they don't need to talk to them no more because the votes show we voted.
They just
without them. So
they just found out like the next day. It was just like, look, Trump won't be in there for 4 years. How much he can fuck up is on the people for real.
Sure.
But Trump, this is Trump swan song. That motherfucker going out, you know, he gonna go out with a blaze of glory. He want to be the greatest thing ever. So, hey, he got the people, he got the popular vote, he got the electoral college in a landslide. So, hey, he Victor go to spoil. So we gotta dig. There's gonna be some shit to deal with right here. And y'all better prepare for this one, cause after he give all these motherfuckers the boots, I'm telling you, these motherfucking bus drivers about to get a lot of fucking overtime.
So right now, what you see is everybody reacting now and doing shit, preemptive strikes and shit because what's about to happen. But
and the motherfucker said he going after the motherfucking cartel, so it's about to fucking be a fucking. You already know what that is. Send some drones over there, blow up their shit.
We here, bro. Hey, check us out, man. We here. Holler at your boys. Anybody, appreciate everybody that's tuning in new tonight too. Appreciate you too. But
yeah,
this is it. We in it. We're gonna be here, bro.
Yeah, we're gonna be
here.
We're
gonna drop facts. We're gonna make sure y'all know the information, bro. And we're gonna go at these white supremacists, bro.
We'll try to keep y'all up on this game.
We're not letting these white supremacists get a full motherfucking range to do what the fuck they want, bro. You know what I'm saying, dog?
Talking about politics coming from a view of the streets, you know what I'm saying, dog? We're not coming from professional view. We're not lawyers, none of that shit that's on TV, you know what I'm saying? We come straight from the hood. We the hood view, you know? Representation of black people, I ain't on the bench, because we don't know who Clarence Thomas represents.